So now you're here again, knocking at my door. A little too late for, I'm sorry for. The lights went out cause you kept cutting the cord, and I started to fade into your gray. See, I finally opened up my eyes, and I saw me coming back to life. That I'd be better without you inside. It's time to be someone I wanna recognize. The future starts right now. I made a reservation, but you never came, so I'm checking out. The fire you stole away, I know one day we'll come back around. The future is now. I waited for you in the passenger seat. There's only so far I can ride in your dreams. While you were chasing everything else but me, I'm starting to break out from your gray. See, I finally opened up my eyes, and I saw me coming back to life. That I'd be better without you inside. It's time to be someone I wanna recognize. The future starts right now. I made a reservation, but you never came, so I'm checking out. The fire you stole away, I know one day we'll come back around. backing down. 'Cause the future is now. Not backing down. 'Cause the future is now.
It's been 100 episodes.
Wow. Can you believe it?
100 episodes.
Of
Fast.
Facts.
Live.
No.
Live.
Nope.
Live!
That's not it.
live, live.
That's not how it's pronounced.
But not live. Live.
Live.
You said live?
Live.
Fast.
Facts.
Live?
Live?
100?
Wow, that's a lot.
That's amazing. We have to celebrate.
But how? Cake.
A party?
Too expensive.
And unnecessary.
How about
An extremely long and
series of films.
and television.
Clips.
Like a montage of them?
We don't have the rights.
We don't?
You don't have any rights.
Well, shoot.
what do we do now?
Start the show.
Start the show.
All right, folks.
Let's get started.
Hit it!
That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
Hit it, boys.
Hello there, folks! Welcome to the 100th episode of Fast Facts Live. I'm your host, your quizmaster of ceremonies, Dan O'Keefe, and can you believe it? 100 episodes! Technically more if you include the special episodes that we've done, but we don't! So this is the 100th episode. Thank you so much for being here with us. We're very excited. As you can tell, we're making a big old deal with that special intro and all the jazzy, big band music that's going on. Still in my ear because I forgot to mute it. But you know what? I just power on through. And speaking of powering through, the man who is powering the show and created the entirely new intro, it's Tom Hillmeyer. Hi, Tom. How are you?
Hi, I'm nervous.
Why? It's just Fast Facts.
Yeah, I know. It's always first show of a new season where you rejiggered everything to make it better, but also you don't know if you messed anything up along the way when rejiggering it. So
that's fair. You did stress test it. We should be good to go. Knock on as much wood as possible. We're gonna survive.
I hope
Nothing's
so.
gonna crash.
So far, it seems like everything's okay. Nobody's texted me being like, what's going on?
That's good.
Yeah,
that's always the goal.
I think the intro music was louder in your ear than it was on the stream, so that's good. They're from two different sources. I don't want to
be able to hear anymore.
Well, they're from two different sources. That's only for this Fast Facts 100. There'll be a different intro next week. That won't duck under you and like jam your ear.
Anyway, how have you been in the 2 weeks since I last saw you?
Stressed.
Good.
In a word. No, I leave on Sunday and I'm gone until the 26th, 27th of October. Not November, October. Like I'm gone for like 16 days. We're still going to do Fast Facts. I think my schedule permits every Wednesday during then. I'll just be in 3 different cities over the next few weeks.
Fast Facts on the road.
Yep.
Fast Facts World Tour.
It's a Southwest tour from like Tucson and Phoenix and San Antonio.
Well, speaking of the Southwest is the spot of the proving grounds, and to access the proving grounds, you had to obey their rules. And I am nothing if not great at transitions. And here are the rules on how to play Fast Facts Live.
Hello, I'm Charty. Welcome to Fast Facts Live. Here's how to play. There will be 5 rounds of 5 questions each. You will have 20 seconds to answer each question. You must submit an answer for every question. If you don't know an answer, take a guess. After each round, Charty Bot will ask you if you want to double or nothing. You can only use it on 1 round per game. If you got all of the questions correct, you will earn twice as many points. If you got at least 1 question wrong, you will earn 0 points for the entire round. You will wager between 0 and 10 points for the Hail Mary question at the end of the game. If you answer correctly, you will earn the amount you wagered. And if you answer incorrectly, you will lose that amount. A tiebreaker question will be asked to everyone at the end of the game. Answers to this question will only determine the winner if teams are tied for first place. Don't cheat, think fast, and have fun. Good luck, let's begin.
those are the rules. It's simple. Just follow along in ChartyBot and you'll be good to go. Before I get into the game, it's time to do the ceremonial reading of the names. So here's everybody that got signed up for this week's episode of Fast Facts Live. In the order that you signed up, we have Buffalo Hump. Great, auspicious start. We Are Old But Not 100. Mal Loves Fast Facts Live. Ned's Declassified Consensual Workplace Relationship. Austin. Egg Girl and her sidekick Scrambled Eggs. Saturn's Moon Fornjot. I definitely pronounced that correct. Don't come for me. Centennial Millennial. Joe Ferber Ferber Joe Ferber Joe 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 Ferber 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 Ferber. Mom and Dad for 100 for the win. Century Boomer. 100 ChartyBots. Tarzan's Boys. Thelma's California Cool Parents, and RG. Thank you all so much for being here. Let's get into the game and start off with round number 1. And round number 1 is 100 in honor of our 100th episode. All of this is related to the number 100. Question number 1. Not question number 100 though. What's the Roman numeral for 100? 20 seconds. Question number 2. 100 is the sum of the first 9 of what numbers? I hope you're excited for 50 questions of math. 20 seconds. Question number 3. Which United States federal government body has 100 members? 20 seconds. Who's on the United States $100 bill? And question number 5 of this round that we are just burning through. The NBA single game scoring record is exactly 100 points, set by what player on March 2nd, 1962? And that is it for our 100 round, double or nothing. If you were in that gym on that faithful day on March 2nd, 1962, and bonus trivia for you, Hershey, Pennsylvania. That's where the game was played. Nothing but fun facts coming at you fast on Fast Facts Live. Let's move on to round number 2. Just keep on rolling. Round number 2 is great moments in advertising history because TV's got to make money somehow. Speaking of which, we have ads, and if you want to advertise on us, just let us know. We'll advertise anything. Especially Nugenics if Frank Thomas is watching. Question number 1. In 1984, what computer company aired an ad titled after and inspired by 1984, the George Orwell novel, featuring a protagonist attempting to save humanity from conformity, in their words? 20 seconds. Question number 2. A boy asks the same question to a cow, a fox, a turtle, and eventually an owl in a long-running ad for what candy? 20 seconds. Question number 3. I hope you all were alive in the 50s. Betty Furness was best known as the spokesperson for what home appliance brand? 20 seconds. Question number 4. Former Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev, recently deceased, really went all in on capitalism when he appeared in a 1998 advertisement for what restaurant? And I might be using restaurant a little loosely. 20 seconds. And question number 5. Before every AMC movie, what actress informs the audience that we come to this place for magic? 20 seconds. And that is it for our great moments in advertising history round. Double or nothing. If you are a spokesperson for a product, and if you are, can I get some of that sweet, sweet product? I am, of course, speaking to Frank Thomas, who I'm sure is currently playing this game, because I want your weird Nugenix pills. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have the answers for the first 2 rounds and more questions here on Fast Facts, so do not go anywhere. And we are back. It's Fast Facts Live. You may notice something different about up here and down here and how your scores are tallied throughout the round. Well, guess what? Tom's here to explain exactly what's different.
Thankfully, nobody's asked yet.
They're thinking it.
They're thinking it. A couple things we changed, little things. Well, one, you'll notice along the bottom here, you'll see if you hit the double or nothing or not, like how many points you gained off a double or nothing, how many questions you got correct. At the very end, we'll tell you how many perfect rounds you had, otherwise known as the you should have double or nothing these rounds. And you can see what everybody got for the Hail Mary. If they like wagered 7 points and they got it, or wagered 6 points and they lost it, you can kind of see the breakdown of how the game ended up. One big thing you might have noticed is as you were submitting answers, it wasn't tallying your score until the end of the round. We changed that along with at the end of the Hail Mary, basically making it so if you're looking for, when you're trying to decide if you should double or nothing, you can't look at the scoreboard and see if you got all the questions right and then double or nothing. Now it waits until you've chosen if you're going to double or nothing or not before it tallies up your score, which is
So you weren't cheating before.
But now you are.
But it was on the line.
Yeah. So same thing with Hail Mary. Hail Mary after when we get there, it will hide all the scores after you submit your wager. So you know your score when you submit the wager, but then you don't know the outcome until Dan announces at the very end. We hide the scores, which is something we did a long time ago that we just didn't work into the system until just now. When the system became a lot more automated. Well, when everything became more automated.
Yeah.
All right. That's it.
So that's what's different.
So far, everything seems to be working and nothing's on fire. Knock on wood.
Let's go over the answers for the first two rounds. And right before we do, a couple of teams joined after I did the ceremonial reading of the names. So welcome to When You Only Got 100 Years to Trivia and Hans Niemann wearing Joker makeup. Thank you for being here. Anyway, round number 100. What is the Roman numeral for 100? Why, it's easy, see? That's it, see? All you gotta do is think, see? I imagine that 20s newspaper reporters had a field day with Roman numerals. Roman newspaper reporters, too. 100 is the sum of the first 9 of what numbers? Is the sum of the first 9 prime numbers? 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 23, 29? I think that's it. Hold to the counting class with Dan. Question number 3. Which U.S. federal government body has 100 members? That is the United States Senate. That's it. Who's on the $100 bill? That is not President Benjamin Franklin. He's my second favorite, not president. My first is Arnold Schwarzenegger. And question 5, the NBA single game scoring record is exactly 100 points. Set by who on March 2nd, 1962? That was set by Wilt Chamberlain in a gymnasium in Hershey, Pennsylvania. And in the fourth quarter, his team just tried to have him get the record. They were really forcing it to him. So if anybody says, oh, there's not a pure record, it's from the 60s. Who cares? Let's move on to round number 2. Great moments in advertising history. In 1984, what company aired a 1984 ad featuring a protagonist attempting to save humanity from conformity? That was Apple Computer. That's fun. How things went. A boy asked the same question to a cow, a fox, a turtle, and eventually an owl in an ad for Tootsie Pops. Still running today. Everybody got this one correct. Congrats. Betty Furness was best known as a spokesperson for what home appliance brand? Westinghouse. You know her classic slogan. Westinghouse tastes good like a cigarette should. Question number 4. Former Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev really went all in on capitalism when he appeared in a 1998 ad for what restaurant? He appeared in an ad for Pizza Hut. And I guess at that time they were more considered restaurants than now when they're just pizza takeout. Question number 5. Before every AMC movie, what actress informs the audience that we come to this place for magic? We come to this place for feel. Somehow, heartbreak feels good in a place like this. We're told that by Nicole Kidman. Nicole Kidman? What just happened? Nicole Kidman.
Nicole, the coldest Kidman.
The coldest, yes. Freezing cold Kidman. Move on to round number 3. Round number 3 is On This Day in History, October 5th. Enter year here. All these events happened today. Question number 1. In 1921, the World Series is first broadcast on what medium? 20 seconds. Question number 2. In 1947 on this day, what president was the first to address the nation on TV from the White House? 20 seconds. Question number 3. In 1962, the first James Bond film was released on this day, starring Sean Connery and what titular villain? The name of the character for the villain, not the name of the actor. 20 seconds. Question number 4. In 1970, what TV network began operations essentially replacing NET, National Educational Television? 20 seconds. And question number 5. In 1982, bottles of what medication are pulled from shelves in Chicago after bottles were found to be laced with cyanide? Not ideal. 20 seconds. And that is it for our On This Day round. Double or nothing if you didn't lace the bottles of Tylenol with cyanide, which I hope is all of you. Although they never caught who did it. So, you know, maybe what if you did it? That would be a surprise. Anyway, let's move on to round number 4. Round number 4 is our visual round. Films by closing shot. We'll show you pictures of movies and the last thing that you see before the credits, and you tell us the name of the movie. It is pretty simple. And are there some spoilers in this? Maybe. Maybe not. But devoid of context, do you really care? Question number 1. Look at this movie. Look at this shot. What's the name of the movie? Show me what you got. 20 seconds. Alright, movie number 2. If even one of you gets this question wrong, I will lose so much faith in all of you. 20 seconds. Moving on to movie number 3. This one's going to be a little more difficult, but it's a classic. What's the movie? Movie number 4. Another classic. If you ever took a film studies class, you probably discussed this. What's the movie? And movie number 5. This is, again, 4 classics that I pulled from for this round. I'd be you've all seen this. Or not. I don't know you. I don't know your story. Alright, that is it for our Movies by Closing Shot round. Double or Nothing. If you have seen the 4th movie that was in this round, because not a lot of you have, and you should. It's a great movie, and we'll tell you what it is when we come back from this break that we're about to take. We'll have the answers for the last 2 rounds, and one more round and our Hail Mary, and we'll figure out who wins the 100th episode of Fast Facts Live. So stay tuned. And welcome back. You thought we weren't going to come back, but we did. Before we get into the answers for rounds 3 and 4, we're going to do another great moment in television advertising. Right now, Hey Tom, show off that glass of yours. Yeah, look at that. Look at that very special edition Fast Facts Live 100 pint glass. It had beer in it, that's why it looks dirty. In case you're wondering. I think you're muted, Tom, so people just saw those lips smacking but didn't hear anything. There we go. Yeah, that's what we want. This is ASMR.
It holds beer very well. As you can tell, it no longer holds beer because it successfully did its job.
Yeah, it can hold up to a pint of beer. It's in the name.
Not just beer, other drinks as well.
Skim milk.
Skim milk. It specializes in skim milk actually because
those are the two.
Because the screen printing's white, it holds skim milk incredibly well.
It'll be a secret until you drink enough.
Yeah.
You can get that mug and not mug. It's a glass.
It's a pint glass. It's a commemorative pint glass.
I said this would be a great moment in advertising history. It's fallen down.
It's a great moment in a bad example of television advertising.
Well, you can buy that pint glass and more Fast Facts merch like shirts and keychains and full zip hoodies at shop.wearecreativeland.com. There's a link on the Fast Facts website too.
The pint glass will be available until Friday. So if you want your Fast Facts 100 pint glass, put an order in before
48
Friday.
hours left.
Do it.
And
if you're a patron,
never come back.
If you're a patron on the Patreon, there's a buy one get one free promo code. So go there if you want
200.
to. Not 200. Oh God. 3 years from now.
Yeah, another way if you want to support us is through Patreon, patreon.com/FastFactsLive. And you can also follow us on social media at Fast Facts Live on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. But the best way to support us, as always, is spreading the word, telling your friends, getting them to play. Because more players is more fun. And that's everything. No, it's not. There's a new episode of In Conclusion coming out tomorrow. We're talking about Pet Sematary. It was a movie. That's everything. Now let's go over the answers for rounds 3 and 4. For round number 3, on this day in history, on October 5th, 1921, the World Series is first broadcast on the radio. To quote the Beach Boys, the winners of that World Series, probably the Yankees. I'm not totally sure. Could you double check that, Tom? Question number 2. On this day in 1947, what president was the first to address the nation on TV from the White House? It was President Harry S. Truman. The S stands for S. And at that time, there were like 1,000 TVs in the United States. So it was not a wide audience. Question number 3. On this day in 1962, the first James Bond film was released starring Sean Connery. And the name of the movie and the villain was Dr. No. Well, I prefer my doctor to say yes. Doctor, yes. Dr. Feelgood. Question 4. In 1970, what TV network began operations, essentially replacing National Educational Television? Replacing that was PBS, Public Broadcasting System. Fast Facts Live is brought to you by all these sponsors and watchers and viewers like you. Question number 5. In 1982, bottles of what medication are pulled from shelves in Chicago after bottles were found to be laced with cyanide? Tylenol. Bottles of Tylenol pulled from Chicago. Again, if you know who did it, you should tell someone. Move on to round number 4, our visual round. Some of you are going to be very upset with yourself. That's all I'll say. Movie number 1. It is Fight Club. The last scene is, society is crumbling. Who knew that would happen for just guys being dudes? Movie number 2. We would accept a bunch of answers for this. We would accept Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, Star Wars A New Hope, Star Wars 1, or just Star Wars. But it is Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope is its current full name, not Episode 6. Question number 3. What movie is this? I think this is the beginning of A Beautiful Friendship, and I think this is the end of Casablanca. Question number 4. That's John Wayne walking off into the distance to go do more racist things to Native Americans. It's The Searchers, which, in spite of that, is a great movie. Because he's not a good guy. And question number 5. I've had it with these damned dirty apes on the Planet of the Apes. Spoiler, it's Earth. Let's move on to round number 5. It's our toss-up round. It could be anything. Look at that picture of Tom and I. We look so young, so full of hope, so full of joy. What happened? Question number 1. Albert Pujols has 703 career regular season home runs as of now. I don't think the Cardinals are playing, so I don't think that number has changed. 7 more than what former Yankee? 20 seconds. Question number 2. Speaking of baseball, what Yankee just hit a 63 home runs in a single season, taking 7th on the single season record list, first in AL history, behind 3 players named Sammy Sosa? What's the name of the Yankee? 20 seconds. Question number 3, moving very far away from baseball. What word describes the movement of a solvent through a semi-permeable membrane into a solution of higher solute concentrate? Obviously. 20 seconds. Question number 4. Paris Fashion Week, held right now, is one of the big 4 fashion weeks, along with weeks held in New York City, London, and what other European city? 20 seconds. And question number 5. Neil Giraldo is best known as the songwriting partner, producer, and husband of what 80s rock singer? 20 seconds. And that is it for round number 5. Double or nothing if your goal in life is to be a trophy husband. Although he's not really a trophy husband. He is her songwriting partner and producer, so he's doing work. I want to be more like George Clooney. Amal Clooney's trophy husband. There's only 1 question left. 1.5 if you're counting the tiebreaker, which I'm not. And it's the Hail Mary question. So, when you get a chance, place your wager from 0 to 10. I'm charting about right now. You can see the scores are being updated right there for the last round. Right now, in first by 2 points is Ned's Declassified Consensual Workplace, followed by Buffalo Hum in a tie with Mom and Dad for the win and Century Boomer. So, get your wager in. Wager strategically if you want. Or just go Leroy Jenkins and bet 10 no matter what. And then once that's ready, we'll be good to go.
I love watching this tick down.
I know, it's really fun. To give you an update on our calendar, we'll be back next week with Fast Facts 101, but not like 101 like a college course, 101 like the 101st episode. and the week after that. We'll just keep on chugging along. So, we are really only waiting. There we go. This team has dropped out, so we are ready to go on to the Hail Mary question. And here it is. What English indie band, known for hit Breeze Blocks and Left Hand Free, is actually named the Greek letter delta, triangle, but is more commonly known by what Mac computer keyboard shortcut? 20 seconds. And just in case we got a tie, how many monthly Spotify listeners does this band have? Bada bing, bada boom, that is it for all the questions for this week. We're going to take one final short, tiny break. When we come back, we'll figure out who won the 100th episode of Fast Facts Live. So please, do not go anywhere. Hey, we're back. Let's not waste any time. Let's go over the answers, and then we can see who won. You'll see that your scores are not there at the bottom, so you can't get spoiled. We're not going to tell you beforehand. No. You don't get that anymore. We've grown. It took us 2.5 years. Toss-up answers. Albert Pujols has 703 career regular season home runs, 7 more than what former Yankee, also a former Mariner and Ranger? A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez. Question number 2. What Yankee just hit 63 home runs in a single season, taking 7th on the record list. First in AL history, but he's behind Sammy Sosa 3 times, and also Mark McGwire and Barry Bonds in the NL. That's Aaron Judge. Good for him. Question number 3. What word describes the movement of a solvent through a semi-permeable membrane into a solution of higher solute concentrate? We got Osmosis Jones over here. Question number 4. Paris Fashion Week is one of the big 4 fashion weeks, along with weeks held in New York City, London, and what other European city? It's in Italy, and it's Milan Fashion Week. I don't understand it. It's just, but it's not for me, and I accept it. And question 5. Neil Giraldo is best known as the songwriting partner, producer, and husband of what 80s rock singer? We can't afford to be innocent. Stand back and face the enemy. It's a do-or-die situation. We will be invincible. You're the right kind of sinner to release me from my fantasy, the effects of the winter, and to know that you are born to please. You're a heartbreaker, and you're Pat Benatar. And the Hail Mary question for everybody who was listening to Alt Rock Radio in 2014. What English indie band is known for hits Breeze Blocks and Left Hand Free, and is actually named for the Greek letter delta, but is more commonly known by what Mac computer keyboard shortcut? Go to computer, hit Alt-J, and you will get the delta. And that's the band name. Weird. Cool, but weird. No tie, but the tiebreaker question. How many monthly listeners does this band have? On Spotify, 6,942,001. And if you're the one, you're very special. And I love you. That is it for all the questions. Now, let's go over the answers and see who won this bad boy. And it will reveal itself one by one at the bottom. So, I hit something. Maybe. I don't know.
Hold on. I don't even know how to do my own system. There we go. And boom.
Boom. In 16th place with 9 points, we have Austin. In 15th place with 13 points, we have When You Only Got 100 Years to Trivia. In 14th place with 19 points, Thelma's California Cool Parents. In 13th place with 25 points, Mom and Dad for 100 for the win. You were very confident, and you didn't get the win, but thank you for playing. In 12th place with 26 points, RG. In 10th place, it's a tie between Centennial Millennial and Egg Girl and her sidekick Scrambled Eggs with 31 points. In a tie for 8th place, it's Tarzan's Boys and Saturn's Moon Fornyat with 35 points. I think I pronounced it correctly this time. In a tie for 6th, we have 100 Charty Bots and Ned's Declassified Consensual Workplace Relationship, Ime Udoka, or Ned from the Try Guys, with 39 points. In 5th place with 42 points, we have We Are Old But Not 100. In a tie for 3rd, we have Hans Niemann wearing Joker makeup and Joe Ferber with 43 points. Someday you'll get that win, Joe. I believe in you. In 2nd place with 44 points, we have Century Boomer. It was a close game. In 1st place with 45 points, we have Buffalo Hump. Congratulations to Buffalo Hump for winning this week's game. As winner, you get to choose between an Amazon gift card, a Creative Land Shop gift card.
Hold on. We missed one.
We missed one?
We missed one. Yep.
Oh!
Yep, we missed one.
Maybe. We have a tie in this case.
We do have a tie.
Between Mom and Dad for 100 for the win and Buffalo Hump.
Of course this was going to happen.
But it's still Buffalo Hump because their tiebreaker question was closer. They answered $2.5 million for the tiebreaker, and Mom and Dad answered $400,000. So, with 46 points, it's Buffalo Hump. Congratulations.
Oh, it was close. Why did it not take... It was the right answer, and it didn't take it.
That's odd.
Wow.
Anyway.
Wow.
Congratulations to Buffalo Hump.
Regardless.
Apologies to Mom and Dad for 100 for the win. for getting your hopes up and then crushing them.
You came in second with 45 points.
Yes. So, since you won, you get to choose between an Amazon gift card, a Creative Land Shop gift card, or the official shirt of Champiosity. You know which one to pick. Thank you to everybody for playing this week. A very special thank you to our patrons. And a big, it's 100 episodes. This is big. Thank you all so much for all the support that you've shown over the past 2.5 years that we've been doing this.
We're doing this.
It's
for
very
2.5
fun.
years.
Yeah, right? We love doing it. We want to keep doing it. And we could not do it without you. So thank you. And literally the show would not be possible without Tom. So thank you for running, producing, doing everything for the show.
Well, thank you for hosting, because God knows I couldn't do it.
You could.
No, not very well.
First rule of hosting, you gotta stop spinning. You gotta stop spinning.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep spinning and leaning back and not really, stressing about everything else. But yeah, I love how first one back, the only real hiccup we had was, we might have said the wrong
major
winner.
Scoring issue. Nothing major.
It didn't. Whatever.
Yeah. So yes, we will be back next week with the 101st edition of Fast Facts Live. In the meantime, everybody stay safe, have fun, get vaccinated. Bye-bye!